Hello all. Today we will see this k-mean clustering example. So I have taken this example. So these are suppose items and we want to cluster them into groups. Now for clustering them we need to take initial value of clusters. So how many cluster you want to make? So I am taking k as 2. So I want to cluster all this item into two groups. Now, once this is given, so this is your question, this is given, and first of all, you need to find out the mean for this clusters. So here you have two clusters, and you have to find two means for this two clusters. And initially, we will take any value from these items as a cluster mean. Okay, so I'm considering item 2 and 4 as the mean value for cluster 1 and cluster 2. Okay, so I have written that thing here. So M1 is the mean one for cluster 1. So I am taking it value as 2, and M2 is the mean 2 of cluster 2, and mean I am taking value as 4. Now we have these two mean values with us. Next thing we need to do is we need to calculate the distance of all these points from this two mean values. Okay, and we need to identify which cluster, which cluster the given point belongs to. Okay, and for finding the distance we are using this Euclidean distance formula. The formula is given here. It is distance between two points x and y and AB given as x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square and square root of all this. Right? So using this equation we can calculate the distance between two points. Okay. Now since we have only this one item with us, so we will calculate the distance of suppose 2 with mean 1, that is 2, and distance between this 2 and mean of this 4. Okay. So I am creating one table here where I am writing all the points here, all the items here, and since my k is 2, that means I have two clusters, so I am writing this clusters over here, cluster 1 and cluster 2, and I am writing mean of that cluster. So m1 is 2, m2 is 4 initially, and then I am calculating difference or distance between all these points with all this mean in this table. Okay, so I have written all the calculated distance over here. You can calculate it like this. So I've given two sample example. So here, suppose you want to calculate distance between point 2 and cluster mean 1, right? That is 2. So distance between this point 2 and mean 2 is calculated as this using this Euclidean formula. So we have x as 2 and a value as 2, and 2 minus 2 whole square is equals to what? 0, right? So this is how we calculate the distance between any two points using this Euclidean distance formula. And I've also given this distance, how to calculate distance for point 2 and mean 2, that is 4. So it is given as x is here 2 and y is here, a is here 4. So 2 minus 4 whole square root of this is 2, right? So this is how I calculated all these distances and I have written it here. Now once you have all the calculated distances like this, the next step is to assign a cluster, whether this point belongs to cluster 1 or cluster 2. Now in order to decide that, we need to find the minimum distance using this calculated value. So minimum distance here in case of 2 point is 0 and 2, right? So 0 and 2 may say minimum distance is 0, right? So we have this, we found this cluster 1 nearer for this point 2. So we will write over here cluster 1. Okay. Next, we will find the distance, minimum distance for point 4. So minimum value is 0, which is cluster 2, right? So we will assign point 4 into cluster 2. Okay, and likewise we will find all this minimum distance and we will assign cluster number to that point. Okay, so I am just writing all the minimum. So here 2.44 is minimum, so it belongs to cluster 2. I am writing 2, next 2, next. Now in this case of point 3, the distance between these two clusters is same, that is 1 and 1, right? So we can take any cluster, we can assign any, we can assign 3 into any cluster. So suppose I am assigning this 3 point into cluster 1, okay? So I am writing 1 over here. And then for 20 we have cluster 2, 30 value goes into cluster 2, 11 point goes into cluster 2, and 25 point goes into cluster 2. Okay, now once you identified the cluster number, then you need to arrange those values into those clusters. So you can see here that in cluster 1 we have two values, one 0.2 and other is 0.3, right over here, right? So we will write it like this. So cluster C1 contains value 2 and 3, which I have written over here. And then cluster C2, it contains remaining values. So you can check here cluster 2 values. So it is 4, 10, 12, and then 20, 30, 11 and 25. So I have written all this value here, right? So cluster 2 contains all this value. Now once you have this new cluster assignment, then again you will find the mean for this clusters, new clusters, okay? So you can calculate the mean like average of these values. So 2 plus 3 divided by 2. So you will get mean as 2.5. So we will call it as M1 because it is cluster 1 mean. So it is mean M1. And then similarly calculate the mean for this values. So 4 plus 10 plus 12 plus 20 plus 30 plus 11 plus 25 divided by 6 because total value we have 6, right? So we can find this cluster mean M2 for cluster 2, which is 16. Okay. Now again we need to calculate the distance of these points from this two cluster mean. Okay. And I have already calculated the distance over here. So I'm just assigning which cluster this point belongs to according to this minimum distance. Okay. So here minimum distance is 0.5 for 0.2. So we are writing cluster 1 for 0.2, and then minimum here for 0.4 is 2.5. So it belongs to cluster 1, and for next point belongs to cluster 2, next belongs to 2, next belongs to 1, next belongs to 2, next belongs to 2, next belongs to 2, next belongs to 2. Okay, now we have found this all this minimum distance over here. So you can again write new cluster value. So in one cluster we have values 2, 4, 3. Okay, we have this 3 values, and then I'm just writing 2, 4, 3 over here. So cluster 1 contains this 2, 3 and 4 value, and remaining value we will have in cluster 2, right? Because we can see here uh, cluster 2 contains value 10, 12, 20, 30, 11 and 25. So I have written those values here 10, 12, 20, 30, 11 and 25. Now again you need to find out the calculate the new mean value for this new cluster assignment, right? So I've calculated the mean for this cluster C1 and C2. So for C1 it is 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 3, which is 3, right? So I'm writing M1 is 3, and for cluster C2 it is mean is 18. Okay. Now according to this new mean M1 3 and M2 18, we need to calculate the distance of all these points with these two cluster mean. And I have calculated mean over here. You can calculate it and then check your answer over here. And then next we need to assign the cluster to using minimum distance. So minimum distance for point 2 is 1. So we are assigning point 2 in cluster 1. Next, minimum is 1. Minimum is cluster 2. Sorry, cluster 1. Cluster 2. Then cluster 1. Then cluster 2. Cluster 2. Cluster 2 and cluster 2. Okay, now you got this new assignment where in cluster 1 you have the values 2, 4, 10 and 3. Okay, so now you have cluster 1 which contains this value, and cluster 2 contains value 12, 20, 30, 11 and 25. So I have written cluster 2 value as 12, 20, 30, 11 and 25 over here. Now again you have to do this process repetitively until you find no change in cluster assignment. Okay, that means if you have assigned this value this cluster to this points, and then if you do this finding mean and calculating the distance on this, you will get the same value like this. So that means you are not getting any change in this cluster assignment, right? And when you have you found that no change occurs, then you are stopping your algorithm over here. Okay, so we will find the new cluster mean over here. So 2, 3, 4, 10 values belongs to cluster 1. So mean for this two values is 4.75, and for cluster 2 mean is 19.6. So I have written over here mean M1 and M2 over here and calculated the distance of all these points with all these two mean values. So it is over here, and then again finding the cluster for those points. So minimum here for 2 is cluster 1. Then for cluster point 4 it is cluster 1. Next cluster 1, cluster 2, next cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 2, cluster 1 and then cluster 2. Okay, now according to this we have points 2, 4, 10, 12, 10 and 3 and 11 into cluster 1. So I'm writing over here we got the point 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 into cluster 1 according to this, right? Jahan pe 1 point hai, I'm assigning those points over here. And then for cluster 2 we have points 12 here, 20, 30 and 25. So 12, 20, 30 and 25 in cluster 2. Okay, again you have to do the same thing. You need to find the mean of this. So calculating the mean for cluster C1, M1 is 6 and cluster for mean for cluster C2 is M2 is equals to 21.75. So I am again writing this mean in this table and finding the distance of this point with this new mean values. Okay, so which is written over here, and now according to this we will assign the cluster to those points, right? So 2 point belongs to cluster 1 because the distance between these two 4 and 19.75 minimum is 4, so we are writing 1. And for point 4 we have this 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1 and 2. So now we got new values assigned to this cluster. So I am writing over here. So C1 contains value 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 and 12, and C2 contains these values. And again you need to calculate the mean. So 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 divided by 6, and similarly 20 plus 30 plus 25 divided by 3. So you will get M1 as 7 and M2 as 25. Okay, now again calculating the distance of this point with this new mean values. So sorry for this. here M1 will have value 7 and M2 will have value 25. Now according to this new mean value, you can calculate the distance like this. Okay, I have calculated it. Now writing the distance again, assigning the cluster over here. So minimum is 5. So point 2 belongs to cluster 1. 4 point belongs to cluster 1. Next 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so that means if we compare this output, that means assignment of this cluster with this, right, previous one. So we will find that there is no change in assignment of the cluster. That means cluster 1 contains values this 2, 3, 4, 10, 11, 12, right, in the previous case, and in this case, latest case, we are getting the same value. That means cluster 1 contains all these points 2, 4, 10, 12 and 11. That means all these points, right? And then cluster 2 contains 3 values, namely 20, 30 and 25. So we are getting 20, 30 and 25 again, right? That means we are having no change in cluster assignment for all these points, right? That means we will stop now here because we are finding no change in cluster assignment, and hence we can conclude that the final cluster assignments are as below, like C1 contains points 2, 3, 4, 10, 11 and 12, and cluster C2 contains points 20, 30 and 25. Okay. I hope you all understood this. If you have any doubt or any question, any queries, then you can comment on below. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.